It can handle 500 with the torque wrench.
Yeah.
What it can't handle is everybody putting the air gun on it.
Oh, all right. Air gun.
If guys are using the air gun, you're gonna be ordering more of them.
Yeah.
They get tore up.
Yeah.
They get tore up with the air gun.
Dang.
Like something else. Using something else. I think
Wow.
see it looks but they might have been using.
This is
air
a
gun on the
$200 socket.
Yes,
That's
it
right.
is.
You need that for a brake job.
My kids got to eat too. We need $200 side. I need y'all to buy about 2 or 3 of them.
At least.
$200.
Yeah.
You need that for the brake job to do it properly.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
definitely need to have the right tools for that. If you actually, you can put a socket right on top of that, but if you get the whole kit, it's going to come with a head
Yeah.
that goes over top of this,
Yeah, they
and you screw this on to where this is stuck inside of the torque wrench. So you really can get that 500 foot-pounds you're looking
Right.
for without a problem. So tomorrow we'll get with the guys and try to put together a tool order so you guys have what you need. And the problem with this being this small is somebody decides they like it and it ends up in their toolbox or something. So you're definitely going to need a couple of them. That's the problem. That's the problem. I don't need it in your pocket. I need it in the tool kit. It's got a lot of undercoat, so it's not in right now. Why you ain't in class, man?
I was just looking at it.
Why you not in class, though? I don't understand.
I'm an apartment.
Parts guys gotta know what to order.
Yes, they do.
You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, the parts guy can order. You can order the parts. You can order the tools. These guys do.
That's right.
We got new flying part numbers for those tools.
That's right.
Yeah.
I get with that.
Now somebody might be upset when you tell them bill $40,000.
That's a different story. Yeah. I deal with that kind of deal.
He ordered y'all what? $40,000 in tools.
Yeah, that's a different story. Yeah.
This bad boy, you better hold on to one or leave one of them. If it drop on it, we'll break your toe.
Well, that's why I said. So let's say we were gonna actually do this job, right?
Yeah.
We're not doing rotors today. We're just gonna do the pad slap. But if we were gonna do this job, we'd pop this. We take this off. I normally hang the brake chamber. We'll pop the caliper off. So then to get to the rotor, the only other thing you got to do is take these 12 torques off. So now if we take these off, now the socket for them is over there too. We can grab that other socket. So we take this off. This hat comes right off.
Right.
Now sometimes it's a little tight. You take a hammer, you tap on it or something. This will fall right off. But at that point, there's nothing else holding your rotor.
Right.
Which is why I said before you take these off, now you're taking them off. You want to put the 2 guide pins in.
God pins in.
Put 2 guide pins in,
Right.
then the rotor doesn't fall on you. You can take the rotor off,
Right.
put the new one on. You got something to hang on it.
Right.
So that rotor is going to be 79 pounds. So
Yeah.
that ain't too bad, but 79.
God.
I mean, the gym's closed anyway right now. You need something to do. You know what I mean?
But I had a clutch,
That's right. Yeah.
a clutch package.
Pick it up,
Dropped it
yeah.
on my foot. Broke my foot.
See, I don't play that. So
Nah.
that's why you should be steel toe on
Exactly.
and actually
still
Well, we
have my
don't
toe
recommend you
on.
lift them anyway.
I still
So
had it on, but it was broke.
the one, oh man, the one tool that goes right in here, it'll hold this caliper. So the caliper is 82 pounds.
Right.
But we can bring this caliper down. You can have a table underneath of it, and we bring the caliper down where the bar from the tool will rest right on your cart, and then you can just flip it down. So then you're still, and even when you set it up, you balance it on the tool, and then you bring the bus down so you can roll it right on instead of muscling it up. That's I'm too old to be muscling all that up. I say that for the young folks.
That's the
I'm
big
gonna set it up. I
thing.
put it on.
Did you?
Yeah.
That thing was heavy.
It's heavy, right? Yeah.
But I did.
Big old
See, when I was a young buck,
When I was a big
I
Andrew.
was there. Come on, I'll just throw it up there.
Andrew is way younger than me.
My
I'm
back
way
is hurting
older than
there.
I'm way older than Andrew. You know, I did.
They would reuse them. He said we need to replace them.
Basically, if you want to do this job, brake job, you need a whole set of tools, which will cost you almost $40,000.
Hey, I can't quote prices. It's
Almost,
somewhere in the neighborhood.
Somewhere. That's different.
Somewhere in the hood. It's in the
almost,
neighborhood.
almost $40,000. Imagine. That's like a yearly wage.
Salary.
So,
Really a salary. Yeah. Yes, it is.
but just let you make your own judgment. Right.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Before we take the pads out and everything, we're gonna do start our measurement. So if we take our sheet out, it's gonna want a couple things. And we're not gonna write them down, but the numbers are up here for this caliper on that tag. There's a tag on every caliper. It's got 3 rows
Right there.
right here. So if we clean that
Drop
up,
it down.
if we clean that up, you'd be able to see those numbers. And on that sheet, that paper,
Drop it down.
that's what those 3 are there.
That's right.
So the next thing we need to do is that sheet is going to ask us for the running clearance. So we're going to measure the running clearance. We'll get some feeler gauges and measure the running clearance.
Then we can drop it down a little bit so we can see.
After that, we're going to measure the thickness of the road. That's what we're going to do right now, guys. Whatever you guys height down.
I'll bring it down the bus a little bit. It's in the air. So I'll bring it down a little bit. Going down. All right.
So the numbers are actually right there. You have to now. If when you wipe it off, you still couldn't read them, you'd have to you take not even second, just a little pocket screwdriver or something and get an edge on this because it's coated,
Oh, okay.
and it would pick that. It'll peel off. If you get a good,
Yeah.
if you
Okay,
get a
go
good
screw
edge,
down.
Yeah.
if you got a good edge on this right here,
Yeah.
you'd be able to peel that whole thing, peel that whole, and then you'd be able to read it. But you get the point. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You just
It's
gotta-
covered and it's coated and undercoated.
Oh, okay.
But what I do is I peel the undercoating off it and you can read it.
Read it,
But
okay.
I only do that when I'm replacing a
replacing the
caliper
caliper.
and you need to.
Right.
Other than that, I like to leave the undercoat on because it will keep the numbers sealed
Right.
when
okay.
I do need them.
Okay. That's good. Yeah.
So the next thing we're going to do is we're gonna measure that running clearance. This is between the pads and the rotor.
Okay.
I saw that measurement. You got that measurement you here.
Those are mine. Where y'all?
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
y'all's at? Y'all got somebody got some, I know somebody got some feeling good.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Right
I,
there. I seen him.
I ain't seen a big one like that. So
I seen him in his pocket.
I got. I'm gonna get mine. That's what I need.
You remember what that spec was?
24? No, 24.
Tell me, what was the spec? What's the minimum and maximum?
Point 22
28 to 47.
or 24.
Oh, man. That's a good memory right there.
Not below 39, right?
Huh?
Not below 39.
28,000
28,000.
is the minimum.
Oh, the kid, okay.
Okay, I could bring one at 28,000. I'll bring one. I can bring one.
That will work though.
Yeah.
What's the highest you got in there?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Very soon. Yeah.
I was thinking about the
Right. Yep. Exactly. You want total running clearance, right?
Right.
So there's a little running clearance on this side and there's a little running clearance on this side. We're trying to do total running clearance. So you need to make sure that this caliper is all the way to one side.
How
You hear
about
that?
these then, man?
So that's all I use this for is the boom. So that's what you want to do. You just want to take it and just, all you're doing is prying and making sure that all of the running clearance is on one side. Then you're going to slide that down in between. And we, you know, we can turn this out. We can turn this whole, turn this bad boy out here. So everybody can get in there and take a look. So all I did, guys, was go in here. Make sure you don't hit your boots. Don't hit this boot right here. You just want to go in there and go like that. You heard that? So the running clearance is that way. So if I go in here and I go, now I put all the running clearance to that one side. Now I just want to get that feeler gauge in between that tappet and that backing plate. There she go. There she go. It's like ragu. It's in there.
Yeah.
All right. So you're checking. That's where you're checking. You're checking there, and then the other tappet down low.
Right.
You would take the screwdriver and you do the same thing. Pry it out, and just make sure you can get in there.
Sure.
But everybody can get in there and take a look. Take a flashlight. See what you're looking at in there.
So it is not between the pad and the rocker.
And then look now, the roll,
Yeah.
the roll, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're measuring, but you don't want to measure it there. You want to measure it at the backing
Back,
plate.
back, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Just because the rotor's not smooth, it's got grooves, you want a smooth surface to do your measurement.
Okay. Pad and the top.
And the bottom.
Let me pull it back 5%.
Yes, sir. And then, there you go. Yeah, so
Yeah, he got 20. About 28,000. This was all when you get them at.
that's and they're smaller. That's the problem. So yeah, but all you have to do, like if I'm in a pinch and I don't have the one I need, I'm just gonna put two together, right? So you can take this one and put it with this one, and then you'd have it right there. Put two together and just add them up. Right. And that's what the measurement would be, right? Whether you do 30 seconds, right? Exactly.
Okay, what was that feeler gauge? What size was it? 57? 58?
Everybody seems to have the same one, the small ones.
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah, because that's for the old car.
Yeah. Right back, and then you get it.
Now this is what I did, fellas. Now, if your property decides that they want an exact measurement when you fill that sheet out, like they want to know, I just care if it's between the minimum and the maximum, 28,000 to 47,000. Maybe they say, well, they want you to write what it exactly was, 32,000 or 48,000. Then you need a whole set. But if they don't care, they just want you just want to make sure it's between the minimum and the maximum. You could do what I did. Well, that's somebody. Which I just bought two, and that's it.
What I'm trying to tell you.
So all I did was all I got is two minimum and two maximum.
Right.
That's it. So all I do is I slide my two minimums in and say, up, there they go.
Right.
And then I take the maximums
Okay.
and say, up, they don't fit.
Right.
All right, I'm good. As long as I'm between these two and these two, I'm good.
Yeah, that's all
So if you got a set, that's all I care about. I set my brakes, do my whole brake job, run my running clearance in, back it off 3 clicks, pump the brakes, and then I check this. If I fit, and then I don't fit,
good. Now go and no.
I'm good. Go and no go. So that's what I did. These were like $5 a piece on Amazon or something. So
If both go, then it's not good.
if this doesn't go, if this goes too, then, well, this one was the max, 47. I should have bought a 48, which would have been a no-go.
Right.
If this one barely goes in with drag, I'm still good.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not too worried about it being too much at the max anyway, because if the adjuster's working, it's going to adjust its way in.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is making sure that this does go in.
Right.
If you're too tight, put it on, and see what your measurement is. So,
That's 39 place.
so,
40.
so you're gonna zero it out.
Yeah, so just get it close. That's right. Right.
Let it
Exactly.
close.
Exactly. Because if
So
you
now
put
it's
that
zero.
fast one now, by the time
And now
it's
you
down,
open it up
it's
and
gone.
put it on there and see what
So
you
I
got.
would place it in 40. Right.
Yes.
Okay, this is to see.
That's too late.
Right.
You gotta measure the thickness of the rotor.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, 40. You don't say that, right? I mean, it's up to 40. No, well, actually, it's up to 37.
And then you just read it.
Because no
It gives 44.3,
And that's the
which
thickness
is
of the
it
rotor.
like a new. The new one is 45.
Anything
So-
less than 40,
Yeah.
it gets replaced.
Yeah, okay.
anything below
So this rotor
40.
is good to go.
And now, obviously, this is only 30,000 miles, first brake job. When you
And
do
you
your
gotta
second
use
or
this
third
one.
brake job, though, you better measure that. Don't just do a pad slap. You do your second or third brake job, you better measure that, because if you measure 39,
This tool,
don't just put pads on it. Right. It's got to get like up. Before I even pull the pads out, I'm going to measure that.
$400.
Then I can say, I go tell the boss, listen, we don't got rotors in stock. I can't do that brake job.
Right.
Not just
Gotta
rotors,
use this
but what
tool.
else we need in stock?
$400.
Yep.
Cut sandula.
If I think I'm going to do a pad slap, just put the pads in. But I measure this in the 39.
Yeah.
Do we have the rotors? Do we have the nuts, bolts, everything we need? Yes? Okay, I can continue. If not, sorry.
Yeah.
Got to order all the parts for it.
Yep.
That way you didn't even pull the pads out. You know, you can pull the bus out.
Right. Yeah, you might as well put the wheel back on there.
Yep. Now, if you buy the dial, the micrometer caliper gauge that we actually sell with the man axle kit, you can take the measurement of this with the wheel
Wheels
still
on. Yeah.
underneath the bus.
Right.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, they probably get that. But I'll get my own.
I've never seen
And my thickness is above 40,
40.
I'm gonna just put pads on it.
Right.
There's no reason to do all the rest of that.
Yeah.
I mean, but if your shop decides you want to do everything, I got
Yeah,
parts in
to
stock.
get
I like it. I'll sell you parts. I don't have a problem selling you parts.
This is to check the thickness of the rotor. So it doesn't have to be over 6,000. So right now, the dial indicator,
That's our master.
I like it.
Yeah, so they got one that's a magnet fan.
so I'm gonna go and
I
spinning.
prefer that. I mean, I like this one too, but
Now I like
the
the
gooseneck
magnet
one,
Yeah,
you just gotta have a good one. You can't have a cheesy one. If you get the Snap-on one with the gooseneck, it works really nice. The cam lock and all that.
Right. I don't mess with all the crazy.
Yeah, you can switch right. It's just most of them come with 2 arms. I like the one that comes with 3. It really lets
It
you-
won't go past 2,000.
Right.
So that's good to go.
And you can set the dial.
All right.
And make it
Right.
Yeah.
When we tried to move that dial, it moved the whole thing.
Right.
So it did the dial to set it